Hey folks, welcome back to Germany. It's round number 11 and we are going to cash in some troops and figure out what we're going to do. So let's find out what happened since last time. We went and cashed in 10 troops. So we had our previous turn, which you're watching just about a minute ago, if you're actually watching this whole video without interruption. And then yellow went and missed the turn. So quite a bit of time has passed for me, of course, because they are 24-hour turns, but probably no time has passed for you, so that is fantastic. Then red went ahead and cashed in a blue, red, and green card for 10 troops, got a whole bunch of troops. He put 9 troops on, well, we'll just call this Brain Slug World, and Nuremberg. So which is, there's Nuremberg and there's Brain Slug World here. So he took his 4 troops that were there, he added 9, so that would have been 13 altogether. And then I guess he tried to attack Schwernen, because I used to have 9 troops here and now I'm down to 3. So he wasn't successful in actually taking this away from me, and he decided to stop at 3 troops. And then he was able to attack me from Nuremberg to here, which we'll call Rosingdale, and he was able to kill me here. So he's slowly taking over this territory, but he is going to have to fight yellow. Yellow is doing okay. Yellow's not, well, yellow is good for troop count, but he's not great, and he missed the turn, so that's going to suck for him. But he's not doing great for overall board position, because he's kind of spread out between here, and he's not getting any troops from here. And if he keeps missing turns, no, that's not going to do him any good. Then after red, green went, and green assaulted Frankfurt from Kassel, which is 14 parsecs away, and then which is here. So he took back the land that I took last time, and then he assaulted red over here to prevent red from getting some more troops. So that's where we're at. Troop count's 23, 17, 26, 29. We're doing pretty well in troop count. We're doing pretty well on number of troops due. I should be worried about green, because green has 5 cards to cash in next time, and I can't cash anything in this time. So I kind of am tempted to attack green again, but I think what I really want to do is put my troops down here. So the 6 I'm going to get, so I'm going to have a total of 9, and then I'm just going to take this away from red, hopefully preventing red from trying something like that again. On the other hand, if I put 3 troops in here, if I put 4 troops in here, reinforce from Lübeck in here, I could throw troops into here, but what will that get me? I don't really have enough to attack into here, so that's not a good thing. And red might actually take care of green over here for me. I'm hoping next turn red goes, red, well, he can't cash anything in, and he's not going to get a lot of troops. So he might not be able to. And green, on the other hand, might be able to push red out of here altogether if he knows what he's doing. I'm really tempted. Okay, I could put troops into here and attack into there. So -2, so I would only get 4. That's not really going to be a good enough guarantee that I will get this. And I really want the spoils. I think I'm better off putting the troops in here, taking out red, and reinforcing. So that's going to be the turn. Let's do it. So we're going to shawarma over there, deploy our 6 troops, and then we're going to attack, I don't know what we'll call that, let's call that New England. So we're attacking there, and now we're doing all right. We're trading 1 for 1. Okay, we got it. And I'm actually going to do 0 for advancing into there. And I am tempted to reinforce from Lübeck. Is that a good idea? Can green do anything about this? Green could potentially make this into a problem next turn if he really wanted to, because he could throw a lot of troops in here and kind of go around, but he would have to contest with yellow. Can yellow do anything about this? Well, yellow's not getting too many spoils because he keeps missing turns. If he comes back, he will get some troops, but he's not going to get all of his troops right away because he'll only get the deferred troops after his turn. So he'll get only +3 next turn, assuming he doesn't have anything to cash in. He's not going to be able to attack into here easily. He could try to take this over, but if he does, it'll be so spread out. So he goes boom, boom, boom. No, here, here. No, he would have to go here, here, not advance. Go here, 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 here. But he'll be so spread out that I think I'll be able to take him out without a problem. So I think I'm going to keep my troops where they are and leave things the way they are. Actually, yeah, no. I'm going to keep things the way they are. Alright, so we're going to end our turn. And we're not going to reinforce. And we will see how we did. Alright, I got a red. So next turn I can cash in for 10 troops if I want to, which I probably will. And we'll see what we can do. I might actually try to take this territory over. And I say that now assuming nothing crazy happens. Or I might want to push in here just to make make green lose. I don't want to make blue lose. That's me. Or alternatively, if yellow doesn't go again, well, how many turns has he missed? Because if you miss 3 turns, you do get kicked out. Load entire log. Yellow's missed 1 turn. So yellow has missed 1 turn so far. So I don't think we'll be able to dislodge yellow too easily. I was going to say if yellow's already missed 2 turns and misses another one, he'll get kicked out. And these will go neutral, and then I won't have too much to worry about there. So I would actually potentially invade into here. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what everybody else does. I hope you tune in for the next turn. Which, if you're watching this continuously, I don't know why I keep saying that. Because if you're watching this continuously, you should see it coming up in just a second. Hey folks, welcome back to Germany. We are on round number 12. So let's find out what happened since last time. He went, then Ice Red missed the turn, okay. Red went and attacked Green from Helsinki to, this one I know how to pronounce, Nuremberg, so which is somewhere around here. Okay, so they exchanged words. And then Green cashed in 8 troops and attacked a whole bunch of stuff. He saw Göttingen from Frankfurt, which is right here. So he started attacking me here. I don't think that's a good idea, Green. And I'll tell you why in a second. Because it is my turn, and I am going to cash in my own troops. So let's begin our turn. We are going to cash in Düsseldorf, Hamburg. That one I also know how to pronounce and eat, interestingly enough. It is delicious. And I don't know the other ones. So we'll cash in for 16, which is real good. And then what I'm thinking of doing is... I can attack green. I kind of am and can ignore yellow, I think. I can put troops here, attack down, and into green. And I think that's kind of what I want to do. Green's starting to recover a little bit. I don't like it. Yellow's still kind of strong, so I want to keep the balance, everyone kind of balanced, but hopefully in my favor. Or I could attack here, attack Hanover, attack Göttingen, and then attack into there. Where will that put me? Where do I reinforce after that? I think then I reinforce up here. So let's put troops in. Yeah, if I attack yellow, I mean, yellow can come back next turn with a bunch of troops and, you know, attack me, so... If I attack yellow, where does that put me? Well, green is going to get 8 troops next turn, which is way too much. I don't like that. Yeah, we definitely need to put green kind of... Well, that's not good. Okay. That's... Alright, there we go. So we got 1 territory away from green. Let's attack Göttingen. So from Hanover to Göttingen. That's a good roll. And that's good. Alright, so now at least green's only getting 7 a turn. And I am very tempted to go in here. Of course, red will have the opportunity to retaliate. And red could always attack from Nuremberg. I mean, red was trying to take this territory, but I don't think he's got the power. So he can always attack from Nuremberg into here. I am thinking, though, that we do assault Frankfurt. It's a good roll. Also a good roll. That's real good. 1 more. Yes. Okay, we got Frankfurt. And do I want to actually So he's down to 10. Alright, so now he's down to 3. And I think I'm going to end my turn. So I'm going to advance 0. I don't know if this is the smartest thing to do, but if I end my turn, if green really wants to, he can attack. And there's no chat going on. I'm just checking down here to see if anybody's plotting anything. So the rules of the game, just to reiterate, in case I didn't earlier, you can talk about the map, you can talk with the other players, you can actually plot against other people. But the idea is you're supposed to do this publicly. You're not allowed to actually do this kind of backhanded, if you will. So if you know the other players, if you personally know them, you're not allowed to go and message them outside of the game where nobody else can see it and kind of make backroom deals with them. So you're supposed to be open about whatever plots you hatch, but plotting is completely legitimate. So green and red can decide, let's call a truce, let's attack blue, or if yellow ever comes back, they could decide to work together. So it is very doable if they wanted to do it. I'm going to advance 0, and I'm going to move my troops over to, nope, I'm going to end assaults. Although, I could assault into here and move a whole bunch of troops into here. What will that do for me? Well, green can go around, yellow can still attack me. I don't think that's a good idea necessarily. Is it? Now what the hell? Alright, that's not good. You know what? No. I'm going to end assault right here. And I'm going to move troops from Göttingen to Bremen. And kind of position myself in the middle there, so that if I really want to next turn, I can throw some troops in here and try to take this territory. It's going to be very hard. I'm not getting that many a turn. I'm only getting 7, which will quickly change as soon as I lose some of these territories. So, but it does knock green down quite a bit. Unfortunately, it actually does leave me with a really high troop count, which is not good, because if they notice, and they are obviously going to notice, they will probably team up to plot against me. The good news is that they're sort of here. I mean, red is kind of not close to me. So red and green, well, red has to fight green or yellow. And green can choose to move his troops up this way. So he can take these 6, move up here, and slowly move his way up here if he wants to. So that is what's going on there. We'll see what happens. It does depend on if yellow comes back, if it'll be a problem, because yellow can, of course, come back and wreak some havoc. So we'll see where the game leads us next. Hey folks, welcome back. It's round number 13, and what I thought would happen actually came to pass. Yellow has missed another turn, so if we look through here, we can see yellow missed a turn, and so he was kicked off for missing too many turns. You cannot miss 3 turns, because if you do, by the 3rd turn you miss, you will be kicked out of the game. So all of his units get defaulted to neutral, so they're in white, and now we only have green and red left. Green does not have a lot of troops left, only 11, and red has 15, so it is pretty good in that regard. But here's my problem. I was just looking at this for a second before turning on the recording, and here's the thing. If I could wipe out green, it would be great, because I could get all of his cards, and I could use his cards to wipe out red. No problem. The problem is I have troops here and here. This is where my major stacks are, and I don't have a good way of getting to green, because I'm getting 7 troops this turn, and if I put all 7 in here, I have to go through white. I'd have to attack through these 4 to get to here, and I don't think I'm going to have enough to wipe out green. If I don't have enough to wipe out green, and red can do it, then red is going to get green's troops, and red's going to have enough to fight back, which is not good, and I don't want to put myself in that situation. Of course, if I don't do it this turn, it also puts me in the situation of, so red just regained, I'm looking down here, red regained his territories from green, and green regained his 1 territory from me over here. Now, if red, on the other hand, green could cash in next turn and probably won't be able to kill red because he's too spread out, so that's good. Red might be able to cash in for troops, but also probably won't be able to take out green. Well, actually, you know what? Red might be able to actually take out green. Now that I say that, because if red can cash in, he might have enough to take out green, and that would be really problematic for me as well. So I'm kind of stuck in this situation where I'm not sure if it's a good idea to really be aggressive this turn, or if I put troops here in Bremen, I can go Hamburg, Kiel, and Burnham, but I don't think I'll have enough because I'm only getting 7, so I'll only have 17. So that's not really enough. You know what? I think the plan is going to be this. I'm going to put troops here in Göttingen. I'm going to attack Eisenhart, or whatever it's called. And I'm going to put all my troops... Do I want to put them here? Yeah, and I'm going to put my troops here. Sure. Is that a good plan? And then reinforce from Bremen down here. So then I'll have a ton of troops here. And then if they want to team up against me, I guess they could. But we'll see what happens. And hopefully I'll get a red, which will really be good for me. Alternatively, I could attack into here and start moving down into this territory, which wouldn't be bad. But I'm not going to have enough troops. Even if I put 7 here, I don't think I'll have enough to gain this territory and be able to hold it. And I don't think I'll have enough to really gain this turn and be able to hold it. So I guess I'll play a little bit conservative, and we'll see what happens. So we are going to put troops in Göttingen and attack Eisenach. So let's assault. Lost that one, and we won that one. Okay, so let's advance. Now, if I want to, I could make sure that green does not get 7 troops next turn. But I kind of want green to get those 7 troops. And I'll tell you why. Because if red can't cash in, I want green to defend himself long enough not to let red kill him. Because if red kills him, then that is not good for me. So we will end assault, I think. And now that I'm saying this out loud, I think I'm actually going to move troops into Göttingen. From Bremen to Göttingen. So that'll let me move into these 2 territories if I need to. So reinforce. And excellent, I got a red card. Okay, this is fantastic. So hopefully red can't cash in for anything, but if they can, hopefully it doesn't cash in for 10 units. Hopefully red isn't able to wipe out green, because if red can wipe out green, he can get his units, and it's not good. So green only has 10 troops, so I'm hoping red can't cash in. If red can't cash in, red will get 7 troops next turn, but that's okay. No, 6 troops next turn, so that's okay. Red will get 6 troops. He'll not have enough to really take this. He might have enough just to attack green to prevent him from getting some troops. And he won't really have enough to attack me, so unless he can cash in, if he wants to attack me, he'd have to go through these 4, and then through these 12, really. Or these 4, and then 1, 1, and then these 6. So he'll have to put some effort in there. Same with green. Green would have to go through these 10 or these 6, and then upwards. So I'm hoping neither of them can get to me. And then I cash in for 10, and I wipe one of them out next turn. And then, after one's wiped out, I get their cards, and I can cash in for a lot more after that. So that is the hope. And we'll see what happens on the next turn, so stay tuned. Hey folks, welcome back to round number 14 in Germany. So let's take a look at what happened, and this is actually really good for me. Red went, and red did not do anything. He just turtled, so received 3 troops, and 6. Well, deployed 6 to Wurzburg, so here, so he's just kind of turtling up. Green went, and green attacked red, which is kind of... I mean, he needed to do it. Well, he didn't need to do it. I don't know why, what he's doing, because he's preventing red from getting troops, which is nice for me, but it's not helping him. So he got a card out of it, but he's down to only having 14 troops total. So here's what's going to happen. I have green, blue, and red to turn in. I'm going to turn in my troops. I'm going to put them down here. And then I'm going to try to take out green. If I can take out green, I get all 5 of his cards. I can cash those in, for at least something. And then I can attack red to the best of my abilities. So let's see if we can do this. So let's begin our turn. Yes, we most certainly are going to cash these in. And I am going to deploy all 17 troops to Göttingen. And the reason for that is because I'm going to use whatever I have here to suicide against this. And then I'm going to take the rest and try to wipe out green and do as much as I can to red. So let's go ahead and deploy to Göttingen. So we have a huge amount of troops. We've got 27 up there. All right. Now let's attack from Eisenach to Frankfurt. It's assault. Got one. Not great, but not terrible. Not good. And not good. Okay. Well, we did our best. All right. Now from Göttingen to Frankfurt. Got one. Got two. All right. We got Frankfurt. Well, almost. Let's go ahead and attack into that. Ooh, he's getting really lucky on rolls. There we go. Advance. Now to Castle. In under 14 parsecs. Wow, he's getting really lucky on rolls. That's really annoying. Now we go to Munster. So we want to make sure we do this correctly so we don't get stuck anywhere accidentally. So Munster, then to here, then to here, then to here, to there. We don't advance, then to there, and then to there. All right. Okay, advance to Dusseldorf. Jeez, he's getting lucky on rolls. Luckily, he doesn't have a lot of troops. Colon, assault, okay. Whatever this is, assault, okay. Now to this. Assault, okay, but I don't want to advance, otherwise I'll be stuck in there. So advance 0. Then to Mainz, okay. And then to Herborn. Yes, all right, advance. We got him. Now we can cash in again. Boom, red, green, blue. Play set. Now we've got 10 more troops, and we are going to put them down on Heilbronn, whatever this is. Yep, so over here. I'll throw them down there. Deploy. And now we're going to try to wipe out red as best as we can. This is going to be a little tough. If I go here, then here, then here. Attack that, then here, attack that. Then up here, here, and then I try to pressure that 9. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. All right, 1. Oh, these rolls. I'm telling you. Nope, we want to go to Ulm. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Not looking good, but he's going to have a very tough time killing all of this. So, Freiburg, especially since he did not get too many cards last term. Okay. I'm not going to be able to wipe him out here. I mean, I was thinking of going these 12 into here. If I had more troops, if I had better rolls, I could have used these 12 to plow through this and try to do that as best as I can. But it's just not going to work out for me. So I'm thinking we attack Nuremberg, put the pressure on him, advance there. So we're in range to attack here if we want to. And I think at this point I'm going to end assaults. And I'm going to move, I'll take these troops here from Lübeck. Or do I want these guys? I kind of want to take these guys. Now, you know what, let's take Lübeck. Let's leave those guys where they are. And let's put these guys on Nuremberg. So I have these guys standing by, reinforced, so I'll have 6 here. And I got a red, so that's perfect. I can cash in for 10 more troops. So now, next turn, well, I have 27 territories. I could potentially get as much as 19 next turn. He only has 12 troops. So even if the best he can do is cash in for an extra 10 plus 3, so an extra 13, in the best case scenario, he'll have 25. And that's not going to be enough to retake the board, and he'll spread himself out to the point that I think I'll be able to get him. I mean, if he was smart, what he would do is attack into here and here, prevent me from getting these spoils, and then try to go up here and try to break into here. So if he got these extra troops, he would get 19 plus 13, so he would have, well, I'm sorry, 9 plus 13, so he'd have 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is possible he could break all of this up if he really wanted to. Now, where does that leave me? Well, unfortunately, I did go here, actually. I probably should have attacked into here first, here, and then up here, but I was running low on troops. because unfortunately, well, no, that's fine, because I'll be able to use the 12 I have to backtrack. That's all right. What I'll do is I'll cash in for next turn. Whatever I get, I'll use the 12 to put troops into here. So, I mean, he'll have to break through this, and he won't be able to break through the 12 that I have anyway. So, I will use the 12. And if he could have cashed in for 10, you know what? No, he doesn't have 10. Because if he could have cashed in, he would have cashed in last turn, I think. So I'm going to go under the assumption that he can't cash in which case he can only get 3. In which case he's pretty much as good as dead. He would still, his best bet is to break these things, so I won't get the troops. But worst case scenario, if he even goes up here, I'll have the 12, I'll cash in for an extra 10, I'll have whatever I have here, and then I'll just kind of backtrack and whittle them down, and try to whittle them down with these 6 down here. So it should be enough to kill these 3, hopefully. So we'll see. But this has been a really good turn for me, and we'll see what happens when we come back. Hey folks, welcome back to turn number 15 in Germany. So let's take a look at what happened since the last time. It looks like Red did not have a turn in. So Red cashed in his 3 troops for 4 regions and went ahead and attacked me, kind of like I thought he would. He tried to break up as many territories as possible so I wouldn't get cards for him. So he went 1, 2, 3. So he's kind of spread out. So I, on the other hand, I'm going to get 10 troops this turn plus 10 for this. And my plan is going to be to put a few troops here in Nuremberg and to try to take this out down here, and then put the rest up here and to kind of go down this way as best as I can. And then worst case scenario, if I can't kill him this way, I'll try to break through these 12 through these 4 and kill whatever remainder I have over here. So that is the plan so far. So let's go ahead and begin turn. I do have to make sure I kill him this turn because he could potentially cash in for next turn. And even though I'm really outpacing him in troop count, I still don't want to take that chance, and it's easier to just end the game as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. So Nuremberg, I think I'm going to put 4 troops here. And unfortunately, watch me get horrible rolls. Well, you know what? Let's do 5 troops here. 11 troops should be able to take out 3. Now, I say that and watch me get really, really terrible rolls. Unfortunately, to get to this one, I'm going to have to go down here, and it's not terrific. So before I even do this, let's put the rest over here in whatever that's called, Braunschweig, and see what happens. So 18 there, and I hope that 18 is enough to kill this. So let's start up top. Braunschweig to Hanover, assault. All right, good roll. Then to Göttingen, and another good roll. So far, so good. Then we go from Göttingen to Kassel. Wow, really good rolls there. And again, I spoke too early. There we go. Okay, good. Now we go here. Then I'm thinking here, and then here. So let's see, Frankfurt, advance, then whatever that's called, advance, good. And then we just have to kill that real quickly. All right, perfect. So we got that. Now we just have to do this. Nuremberg to Rosenberg. And I don't want to move I want to make sure I don't move my troops there, though, because that would be a mistake. So advance 0. Now Nuremberg to München. Okay, good. Now 8 versus 1. I should be able to win this. That's all he has left. He's got 1 troop left on the board. I've got 61. Finally, okay. We got it. All right, so that's pretty much it. So we've won. We got Germany. We get points for it. I got 75 points for this game. So here's my score. It went up. And if you lose some points. So that determines this ranking over here. See how players are ranked. Right now I'm ranked with a question mark because I have less than 5 games under my belt. And once I get 5 games, I will get a ranking. And then depending on what my score is, it'll go up and down. If you defeat people with a much higher score than you or a much higher rating, you get more points. If you delete. If you delete people with with the delete key, if you defeat people with a lower score than you, you obviously get lower points. So I got 27 from this guy, 25 and 23, and that's because they're different rankings. So if I beat somebody that's really high ranked, I forget what the rankings are, but if I beat somebody that is really high ranked, I would get a much higher score. Anyway, that is the end of this game, the end of this series. I hope you folks enjoyed, and I hope you tune in for some more Conquer Club in the not too distant future. I'll see you next time, folks.